So we are doing a practice packing today. We've got the big bag for most of my stuff, and then this backpack for shorter term or whatever else doesn't fit in the big bag, I guess. I'm going through my weightlifting gear right now, throwing a bunch of stuff away. I threw away probably half of the closet today, which was not easy for me to do. I get a little attached to clothes.
Shoes.
These are the shoes that I'm bringing. I've got my flip-flops, tennis shoes, hiking boots, weightlifting shoes, and dress shoes. I know it's a lot of shoes. Well, it seems like a lot of shoes, but it's way less shoes than I had. So, I've got stacks of jackets, stacks of button-ups, stacks of sweaters, stacks of pants. We've got little cubes that we're using to pack with.
We got the Amazon Basic cubes.
Yep, I got my underwear and socks and everything already stashed away in there. New belt. Yeah, so it's definitely difficult to get rid of clothes for me for some reason. But especially jackets. I don't know why I have an attachment to jackets. And pants. I don't know, all of it. But I don't need most of the stuff I got rid of, so it worked out fine. I tried on a bunch of stuff, things that weren't fitting right, obviously got rid of that. So yeah, this is what we're down to. Yeah, I had to get rid of most shirts that had logos on them, because in Europe they would peg me as an American if I had like advertisements across my chest. So I got rid of most shirts that had any logos on them, which was actually harder than I thought to do. But I've got plenty of plain shirts so that don't have any writing on them, so I just packed those and called it good. Alright, so we got everything, all of my clothes in here. We got whatever clothes didn't fit in there are in here, and there's still some room in here, which is nice. This is a suction bag, so you just hook that up and it sucks all the air out. And I haven't even done that yet. These are the clothes I'm wearing to the airport. Hi, Milo. Everything fit. So...
We didn't even use a space bag in the big one.
Right. So, I mean, it's not even fully expanded and everything fits. And so if we buy things in Europe and we need to bring them from, a Schengen country to a non-Schengen country, we have room for extra stuff. It's like this little thing's not even full yet, so I'm pretty happy. I think it went well. Alright, so I've got everything unpacked here, and I wanted to go through item by item what we're actually bringing. So I've got my toiletry bag, I've got a towel, I've got a rain jacket, a puffy, a just kind of lighter jacket, and then my thicker winter jacket that's nicer. Here I've got a base layer, well, 2 pants and 1 shirt for base layer stuff. How many socks did I say I had?
Like 10 pairs of regular socks.
And then 3 pairs of hiking socks. Honestly, I don't know if I need 3, but anyways. This is the stack that I'm wearing to the airport. Just some pants, a t-shirt, and a sweater. This is my weightlifting bag. I've got 3 journals, dress shoes, tennis shoes, hiking shoes, weightlifting shoes. Over here, I've got shorts. I've got 4 pairs of shorts. I've got 5 short sleeve collared shirts and 4, I already went over that, 4 long sleeve collared shirts. Sweatpants, 2 pairs of sweatpants, 1 lighter pair, 1 heavier pair. These are 3 swimsuits. I've got 6 pairs of underwear, which honestly I might need some more. 3 pairs of shorts, like gym shorts. I've got 4 short sleeve shirts for
tank tops.
Tank tops, that's it. These are all regular plain t-shirts. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 shirts.
It's a lot of t-shirts. We might have to slim down.
We might have to slim that down a bit. Honestly, it all fit though, so we'll see. I'm gonna fight for my clothes. We've got 1, 2, 3 pairs of pants.
What kind of pants?
So I've got jeans, I've got some hiking pants, and I've got some dress pants, some chinos. And a wool hat, or, you know, a winter hat, and a scarf. That's it. It all
fit just fine?
It all fit great, and there's still room to spare.
We didn't even use a space bag.
Yeah, we didn't use one of those bags that suctions down, which we probably should for the jacket pile at least. And that would create even more room in the bag for whatever else we buy when we're there, or if we find more stuff in the house that we end up like, oh, we need that. But yeah, that's it. That's all we're bringing.
All right, now it's my turn. This is what I thought I had it whittled down to, which is obviously way too much stuff. So now we're going to go through and cut it down even further, because half my bag also needs to be stuff for Milo, and I was going to bring a lot of PT stuff, but I don't think that's all going to fit. So here we go. All right, we got everything packed in one suitcase, the largest size check bag, plus our carry-on that does have the built-in vacuum inside of it. It really worked well. We got these Amazon pump bags, Amazon Basics, and it sucked down everything so great. So what did I pack in my bag? I've got 4 tank tops, 2 dry fit hiking or workout shirts. I have too many long sleeve shirts. I have 6 long sleeve shirts, but Jordan's going to borrow some of them because he only has 1. I've got 6 t-shirts, a rain jacket, a nicer like heavy winter jacket, a puffy. I have a running jacket. I have 4 pairs of dress shorts. I have a pair of jeans, khaki pants, hiking pants, and kind of catch-all hiking or dressy pants. I have a crew neck sweatshirt, a hooded sweatshirt. I have 4 pairs of shorts. I have, I don't know, like 10, 15 pairs of socks, a couple pairs of long hiking socks. I've got probably 10-ish, 15 pairs of boxers. I've got a pair of comfy sweatpants and like soccer running sweatpants. And then other clothes for me. I'm going to come to this side. I've got 2 polos and 3 dressy button-down shirts. I've got 2 flannels and 3 like Oxford style shirts. I got 2 swimsuits, and then I got some winter stuff. I got warm gloves, more running style gloves, a buff, a hat, a belt, and then we go to the accessory stuff. I ended up with a lot of accessory stuff in my bag. I got a towel. We have our cute little microphones that we've been using, little Bluetooth microphones to make this video better. We should be using them now. This is a little converter we found, a little travel converter that all fits into one. It works for every country. So for the EU, you just slide whatever you want out. It's like $20 on Amazon. It packs down really small. There's a little button on the side to collapse it. So I was pretty happy with that. We have a little light that we can screw onto one of our tripods to brighten up a video. So we've got a tripod that hooks to trees and things. And then we've got just a traditional, more A-frame tripod for some filming. Let's see, case for sunglasses. We got a pack that folds down for laundry. If we got to go to a laundromat, it opens up to a big backpack. We got this tiny little backpack that we can carry along, and it opens up and holds like water bottles and stuff. Toiletries. And then I just got these Lem shoes. I'm pretty excited just for walking around daily life in Europe. I'm going to bring some water shoes because a lot of the beaches are rocky depending on where we are. So here's just some water shoes. I got some Birks, hiking boots, and then I'm probably going to wear my running shoes to the airport. And then I got a med kit for us for hiking, and I couldn't help but bring some of my PT stuff. So I've got a rolling stick, I've got my Theracane, I took the cups out of the cupping set and just brought the 4 that I use most often with the pump for cups. I brought my little scraper tool, a little bit of KT tape, and then I couldn't part with my needling stuff, so I brought my acupuncture dry needling stim unit, and I cut it down to just 4 boxes of needles. That's 400 needles. I got a little cork massage ball, and then I got 4 resistance bands. We're thinking about buying a couple kettlebells when we're there to be able to do workouts wherever. So between bands and kettlebells and maybe some TRX straps, that's what we're going to be using mostly. We got this. Some of our documents we can't take digitally, we have to have. So this will be carrying all our fancy documents in here. This is a little laptop stand that expands out. I'm pretty happy with this little laptop stand. And then we have these little bags that we could put our passports in, or cell phones and stuff walking around the town. And then the rest of this stuff's, a little convertible little hiking bag we can use. And then I got stuff for Milo. I got his little booties in case the ground is really rough. So we put those on if it's really shale rocks or oysters or clamshells swimming. So I brought his little booties, brought his little collapsible bowl. I got his harness, his good harness, his all rough wear stuff, his rough wear running leash that cinches to my waist. And then if the surf's bad, he needs his life jacket. So I brought his life jacket. And then his winter coat that's also waterproof for rain with a little blinky light in case he gets cold. So that all cinched down. It looks like a shit ton of stuff, but it's cinched down really well in those compressible bags, just the Amazon Basic ones we got. And it all fit really, really well. So that's what we're taking. All right, we forgot to mention a couple other things we're taking medication-wise. So we're asking our doctors for a 6-month supply of all of our medications, along with a letter saying every prescription we take and why we're taking it. And then we're going to have a copy in English and Spanish on us. We're also going to divvy up those medications into both our carry-on and our checked bag, because sometimes they say, you can only carry 3 months of a controlled substance like testosterone. So we're just going to do 3-month chunks of medication. To see how much we can bring in. We've been trying to stockpile it for a while now. We're going to take it in its original boxes with the medication label still on it. We're also going to pack all of our stuff in these are from the Stealth Brothers. They're called Junior Dope Kits. This is where we take all of our testosterone when we go on vacations or trips. There's little pockets for your vials and little spots inside for all your needles to sit. And then these little sharp shuttles work amazing to be able to take just, a couple needles safely back home until you get to your big container. So I love them. They're a queer, trans, Black-owned company. So definitely check out their stuff as well. And then some other paperwork we're going to take with us is all of our documents. I mean, passports, birth certificates, social security cards. We're going to take photocopies of all of those as well. We also had to make sure that we have specific bank documents because we're going to have to pay taxes while we're over there. We needed to make sure that we switched to banks that we could use abroad that didn't have fees. So we got some new Charles Schwab cards. We got a Wise bank account, kind of like Venmo, that we can use to pay the landlord, for example. You can hold currency in any combination of different currencies around the world. So you can have, X amount of dollars, X amount of euros, X amount of pounds. And you can use that. So that's how we used to pay for our short-term stays. So we have all of that ready to go and packed as well, along with some paperwork for Milo. In Europe, rabies vaccines are only good for a year. So we had to go and get him a new rabies vaccine. We had to get a special certificate signed in blue ink from the vet. And then also all of his other shot records, along with papers saying that he has a 15-digit microchip number, because that's required for Europe. Because when he gets to Germany at his layover before he enters Spain, he has to get his EU pet passport. So he's going to have better paperwork than us. But all of those things are required for him in Germany when he enters. So we'll make sure we pack all of that stuff as well.